open spot.
His serve, here's the toss and the jump serve. Tries to find down the line, and there's an ace for Dentler.
I think Chad originally thought it was out, and then it was down the line anyway, and it was in both ways.
Good open spot there for Andrew Dentler out of Mechanicsburg. There he goes the other side. Wow, 2 in a row.
And what you'll see is right now from our right, the wind is blowing from our left to the right, and the wind sort of gives you a benefit of being able to hit it a little harder. It moves the ball around and it stops the ball from going deep. Andrew's taking full advantage of that right now.
Whoop. There he got a little strong with that one there. He tried to shoot one down the middle between the two players and just couldn't get it. That'll be side out to Chad Nolan. Chad comes back quickly with the floater. Oh, and there's a nice play by Mark Jones.
Yellow line. Works out. 8-6.
And when you serve with the wind, you sort of have to have a little more control and make sure the ball gets in play because the wind's going to push the ball long. And it just makes it, you can't serve as hard. So when you get choice of side or serve at the beginning of the match, most people choose serving into the wind.
Extremely high toss, jump service, comes back to Nolan, and Nolan does a good job.
And that's the side switch at 9-6. Chad hit that one out, so it's 9-6. Andrew Dentler and Mark Jones.
And Dave Ridenour and Adam Brocious. Adam, the winner of the first inaugural Pottstown Rumble back in 1991. Still lives in the Philadelphia area. Raised in Allentown and still friends with Ken Cash after all these years and all the guys. It's great to see all the volunteers. Adam, again, I want to thank you for helping us out here on PCTV Network Sports. I know you've been busy all weekend between playing and helping out and running things.
It's a pleasure to be out here. I love being out here, and the people are great. Ken Kaz getting TV in here this year is a great addition.
Let's see what happens here.
Well, what you see is a good serve and not a great pass, but Andrew Dentler had a net infraction, and the net is off limits in doubles.
Oh, there's a nice play there. Again, there's one of those little look-off jobs where he rolls it over the outstretched hands of Chad Nolan. That'll be side out to Andrew Dentler. He'll be serving at 9-6. There's his big jump serve and a good pass from Dietrich. Dietrich surveys the territory and finds the open grass spot.
There's a lot of open space out there. Two guys, and if you're waiting for someone to hit and they roll to the open spot, without risking, bad anticipation, that's just gonna land. So you either have to hold your ground or you have to see if you can think what he's doing and go intercept it.
Good serve there. Oh, and a nice play there by Dentler as he hits it on the second shot and finds that open spot deep in that left corner. Side out to Mark Jones at 9-6. Whoa. And that is out of bounds as he tried to change a little change up there and
tried to sneak one in short.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And it was short, and he might have had Chad had it been inside the sidelines because it was short enough. I don't think Chad would have got it, but it was just out of bounds a little bit.
Oh, and that's long. So there we had two service mishaps here in a row, back to back. One for each side, evens out. Now Dentler will try to sneak it in. I got one. Yeah, thank you.
Here you go, Big Andrew.
Whoa.
Just ticked the net. It just ticked the net.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I see it moving a little bit there. I thought he snuck one in there. Back to Nolan. His jump service.
There's a serve in play. Let's see some volleyball. And that's a big hit from Andrew Dentler. Straight down off a good set by Mark Jones.
Side out to Jones.
This game is sort of slowed down. A lot of missed serves right now. And sometimes when you do that, the other team weasels their way back in. Let's see if Jones and Dentler can get some serves in, keep the pressure on Chad and Craig.
Yeah, they had the early momentum. It felt you could sort of sense that, and then Dietrich and Nolan come back and did a nice job getting back into the game. Whoa, right back at us there as Dentler went up for the block, but that'll be side out to Craig Dietrich.
I see a lot of good vendors around here. You have plasticware. Dave over at Plastic has some great clothing and things like that. The NVL is here. Sly Fox Beer. Bill Bonney Photography. They're all here. It's a great event.
Oh, nice play. Good change up. Real nice play by Mark Jones.
I loved how he tilted his shoulder away and sort of gave him total open wing so he could turn that ball way cross court.
Very athletic play by Mark Jones. Back to Dentler with the service now at 9-6.
Big service, Dentler. Nolan on it. Nice set.
Oh, nice play. Craig Nolan went up there high and slammed it down.
Craig's got a big whippy arm when he hits. He can get on top of that ball and hit it almost straight down. That's what he does pretty often. Very good player. Let's see. They got to start picking away and getting a point or two. It's been stalled here for a little bit.
Yeah, we've been stuck at 9-6 for a while. Oh, Mark Jones hits it out of bounds. There's a point.
There you go. Maybe it's the start of something good for Chad and Craig.
7 serving 9 now for Chad Nolan. Takes a deep breath there and tries to figure out what he wants to do. Jump serve to Dentler. Comes right back to him. There he finds the open area over there with the little roll. And it'll be side out, Mark Jones.
See, Chad's breathing a little bit heavy there. The longer these games go on, people do tend to get tired. When you're tired, you make a few mistakes. So I hope Chad's just taking a little breath in, try to get it back on schedule a little bit. Here we go. Let's see if Mark can bust one. Maybe it's time for him to try to pick a line, try to hit an ace here.
Goes right to the big guy. And a nice play by Nolan.
Oh, that was nice. That was a good call. Again, an honor call, which is one of the best things about this game. You mentioned it's just like golf, Dave. If someone makes a small infraction, for the most part, everyone's pretty honest. They give you an honor call. You know, so the ref can only see so much. That ball's moving upwards 80 to 100 miles an hour. Sometimes it's hard to see if it hits off a finger or something like that.
That did hit off of Mark Jones. We could hear it up here from our vantage point. And there's Dietrich with the jump serve. Back to Jones, and again, there you go, finding that open area. I said it's got to be frustrating at times when you try to anticipate. They just go opposite.
It's very different refereeing from down at ground level and what you can see there or what you can see up here. Because here we can see above the net, we can see people hitting down, hitting fingers and things like that. From down there, you're looking up at everything, so you can't see the very upper level. So either from the referee standpoint or from up in the camera booth, totally different viewpoint.
Good serve by Dentler. And there's Dietrich doing a nice job of coming up there after the good set from Chad Nolan, his buddy. Could be side out to Craig Dietrich as they discuss some strategy there. Okay, Chad Nolan's turn to serve. He gets the signals from Dietrich.
Chad Nolan serve. Jones up. Rolling around the block.
That was a roll right over the fingers of Chad. He feels like he could have reached out and just grabbed that ball, but from this vantage point, it was like 6 or 8 inches above his fingers.
Without a doubt. Yep. Again, Nolan, I guess, with that little reputation of being a pretty good blocker, at time they used that against him as he went up high for the block, and they just dinked it right over top. A little rollover.
Just over his fingertips. Oh,
and
there
there's
you
a good
go.
block by Andrew Dentler.
To change,
and that'll be point.
To change pace up a little bit, sometimes people will try to hit on 2. So if your partner gives you a good pass, you go up and try to put the ball away on 2 instead of setting him back. But that time it looks like Andrew got the better of him. Andrew was ready for it, and he got up and piked and blocked that one.
Well, it's 10-7. Looks like they're taking a little break here for some water. There you see our scoreboard on the bottom of your screen. The PCTVnetwork.com. Check it out. Remember, we're streaming live 24/7. Watch that on your computer at home or locally right here on the PCTV network channels. Check us out. Again, Dave Ridenour, Adam Brocious on the call as we are in the semifinals. The winner will get into the Classic at the end of the night for $4,000. Oh, man. Looks like it was a little wide. Good eye by Craig Dietrich over there as he laid off of that one.
And as a friend of mine, Josh Farman from East Coast Volleyball, as he would say, that was out by just a smidgen. That's what he says all the time. Just a smidgen.
Here you can see the play from up top.
And that looked like it was out by about
2 smidgens.
2 smidgens,
That's it,
maybe.
2 smidgens. It hit the mode out area, but definitely missed the yellow line. Back to Andrew Dentler. It is hard serve. Good pass by Dietrich. And again, Dietrich uses Jones's jumping ability against him there and just rolls it right over top, further side out.
Looks like it's about time for Chad to maybe try to rip one or a nice easy serve and get a good solid block on one. But they need to turn the tide a little bit.
Swinging away.
Whoa. And a good strike by Andrew Dentler.
Sometimes it's a different perspective. When you're the blocker and you can tell that the hitter's not coming your way, you back off, and your partner's sitting there like, what are you doing? And you're like, well, I know he can't hit my way, so you just dig it. And his partner was standing straight up. So that's communication.
Good strong serve by Jones, but Dietrich's right there again. And a save by Jones. Jones trying to get back, and this is a good play. Caught Nolan a little bit off guard and in an awkward position there, and that'll be a point for Jones and Dentler.
Chad would have been smarter just to play that ball up in the air, get set, and go and hit the ball away, but he had 2 guys at the front of the net, and he thought he could just one ball that back into the corner, and he missed his shot, cost him a point here.
Serving out 11-7 as Jones rips one, tries to catch that line, and a good save. But again, good serve by Jones sets that whole play up as Dietrich got caught with the tough pass.
Well, we're going to see another point here would really get the match where it's getting close to out of hand because the game is getting close to over and it's a 5-point deficit already.
Oh, into the net there as Jones had been on a little bit of a roll with that power jump serve, but here's Dietrich's turn now to try to pick up a point before the switch. Oh, nice play by Chad Nolan, and that was a point definitely needed for the squad on the switch.
You really want to, the goal is to win and not give up any points, but you need to keep your team within the 5-point radius to give yourself a chance on a side switch. So now if Chad and Craig could rip off 5 quick points, they could actually get the lead here. So.
Well, we're going to take a quick timeout while there's a timeout on the court. We'll be back with the Rumble.
Hi, I'm Dr. Randy Uhoff, Uhoff Chiropractic. We've been in Pottstown for 22 years. So if you're suffering from a healthcare challenge, such as headaches, migraine headaches, low back pain, neck problems, please see us first. Thank you.
Back to the men's semifinal here. We have Andrew Dentler and Mark Jones going up against Chad Nolan and Craig Dietrich. And Jones and Dentler are up 12-8. There's the good jump serve by Dentler. And there's Dietrich with a nice block down by Jones.